Hi, this is Vanessa. I'm coming to you with my restaurant review. This is Vanessa's Fab restaurant review from sunny San Diego. And today I will be reviewing Anthony's Fish Grotto in La Mesa. But first, I want you to say hi to my little partner, Chloe. This is Chloe. She's a little Maltese and poodle. And she comes with me to all the dog-friendly restaurants. And I always let you know if a restaurant is dog-friendly because I know most of my viewers are dog lovers like me. And personally, I think all restaurants should be dog-friendly. If we did a little scientific research and found how much more unsanitary it is to bring dogs to restaurants, I don't think it would be any different. We bring babies to restaurants, they have diapers, and feces probably get on just as much chairs and whatever as maybe dogs do. I don't know. That's just my little personal thought. Anyway, back to the restaurant review on that note. So every week I feature a different restaurant here in San Diego, so please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And welcome aboard to my navigation of the rough seas and smooth sailing of restaurant review. Yeah. Now, I've been to the Anthony's Fish Grotto in downtown San Diego, but it's no longer there anymore. I'm really sad because I really liked going there, and it closed down. And sorry, I just got my nails done, and I somehow just ruined one. It's like chipped just from like running my hands through my hair. Anyway, check out my nails. Yeah. Okay, back to the restaurant review. So yeah, that one's closed down. Anthony's Fish Grotto in San Diego, in downtown San Diego, is no longer there. Hate to break it to you, probably already know, but it's no longer there. And I have never been, before this, I had never been to the Anthony's Fish Grotto in La Mesa. And that is where I went this week. Booyah! Let me tell you about it. I was invited there because I'm in the Lavin program at SDSU. It's an entrepreneurship program, in case you're not aware. Anyone can apply, actually. But it's a 2-year program, and not everyone gets in, but I got in. And yeah, so every so often my program puts together these special dinners at really nice restaurants. The last one I went to was the Pacifica in Del Mar. Yeah, it was really nice. The food was to die for. The only thing was that it was in this really quiet room. I don't think there was any music. And we were all just sitting there eating. And like, I swear to God, you could hear every crunch. I was like so uncomfortable. I was just like, can we play some music? Like, the air was like tense. But this one was different because it was in this back area. It was outside, and there was a lake there, which I didn't know there was a small lake. So the water was going, the fountains were going, birds were chirping, ducks were flying around. It was spectacular. Like, I was so excited to be there. And it was a very nice, conducive environment to the dinner. Our program hosts special dinners which hosts guest speakers, and so it was nice just sitting there eating a fine meal, listening to our guest speaker speak and share their wisdom. Rad program. I know, right? Anyway, so let me tell you my whole experience. When I arrived, it was really like stepping into another world. I was like, oh my God, this is here in La Mesa? Never knew. And it's right off the 8 freeway. And this restaurant was completely different than the one in downtown San Diego. It was bigger. It looked nicer. It had, like I said, the outdoor part, which featured the lake. They should even probably have little canoes there, little gondolas. Like, you could really like spruce that little lake up. And it was just like, I was just like, wow, I didn't expect this. Like, I didn't know it was gonna be that nice. And so I walked in. Oh, by the way, it has plenty of parking, like free parking, and it was very nice and intimate. But let me give you a little background history of Anthony's Fish Grotto. It's been around for 70 years. And Catherine Mama Gio was the wife of a fisherman, and she, in 1946, she started using her own secret recipes to satisfy hungry people in the city. And together with her family, she fulfilled her lifelong dream and opened up Anthony's. In 1950, they began planning on their landmark East County location, which is the one I went to. And in 1960, they opened up their San Diego Bay location. And in 1970, they became famous for their red fisherman chowder and New England clam chowder, which is like my favorite. I love New England clam chowder, especially when it has like lots of juicy clams. The best. Like, I don't like it when it's soggy and overrun with potatoes. Like, forget that. Like, it needs to be like fresh, plump, juicy clams, like made right. Anyway, so in 1986 they had their 40th anniversary, and like lines stretched down the Embarcadero for their signature chowders, fish and chips, and gallons of their famous tartar sauce. And in 1990, fresh mahi-mahi began to be served. And fast forward to 2016, they celebrated their 70th anniversary. I mean, who stays in business that long as a restaurant? That really shows they have good food there. But unfortunately, I don't know why. I tried to research this. It's a little unclear why they closed in 2017. I guess, I don't know, that location wasn't doing well, or the release was up or something. I don't know. Something fishy, pardon the pun, was going on. They closed down that location, but thank God they still have their La Mesa location, and it's just so nice. And I think it's almost like the best, because you don't really know it's there, and then you go there and you're like, whoa, oh, and you can bring your dog. So like next time little Chloe and I, we are going together. You and me, girl. We are going. You're gonna make friends with the ducks. You're gonna have time of your life. I'm gonna feed you filet mignon, maybe a little bit of salmon, and we're gonna have the best time there. So, Chloe and I will definitely be going there, and this restaurant was voted San Diego's best 14 times in a row. It's highly rated on TripAdvisor and Open Table. It has great reviews, and I feel overall it lives up to those reviews, although I'm gonna get into some pretty blunt critique on the waitress who served us. More of that later. So it's located 9530 Murray Drive in La Mesa, which is right off the 8 freeway. And it's open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. It has a fresh fish market inside, so you can go in there and buy fresh fish or whatever, lobsters, whatever seafood you like. And its motto is "From ocean to table, long before it was hip." It's San Diego's original seafood restaurant. And it's really a seafood lover's delight. The menu, they serve panko, or is it panko? I think panko Alaskan cod, grilled squid steak Milanese, Mama Gio's crab cakes, garlic butter shrimp, shrimp scampi, fresh oysters, so on. Oh, how can I forget the lobster tails? I love lobster. But it also serves filet mignon and has great chicken piccata and shrimp scampi. So during my private group dinner, we had a special menu to choose from. So we only had 3 options. And I was like, I'm not going to get to choose from the menu I just studied at home for hours. Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I didn't know we were only going to get like 3 choices. But I picked a good one. I was happy with what I chose. I chose the chicken piccata and shrimp scampi. It was very delicious. It came with bread and butter and a dinner salad. And for dessert, we had chocolate mousse with whipped cream topping. And I was just a little dismayed at our waitress because she asked if we were ready for drinks. She literally took everyone at my table, took their drink order, and skipped me. And I was like, what? And I literally had to go hunt her down. She went to this other table further down and started taking this family's order. And I was so upset. I just went up to her and I was like, excuse me, you didn't take my drink order. You literally took my whole table's drink order but mine. You need to come back and take my drink order. Okay? And then I was like really embarrassed because like the people who she was waiting on was looking at me like, oh my God, right in the middle of our order. How dare she? And then I was just like mad, and then she made me look bad, and it was just not a good start to the meal, but it's petty. Although then I realized at the end when she gave me the bill, I'm like, oh, I have to pay for my drink. This isn't for free. So the meal was free, but if you ordered alcohol, San Diego State isn't going to pay for alcohol, at least for these dinners. And I had to pay the $12. So, but it was worth it. It was really good. It was huge. It had shrimp, bacon, celery stick, olive pimentos. I was like, oh my God. And then like she put it down on the table and like everyone was staring at me, including my professor, and I'm like, yes, I am gonna drink this. And I enjoyed it. Um, although I think like only a few other of my friends had alcohol. I was like the only one that had like the huge Bloody Mary, but that's okay. So my drink was great. The food was really good, like chicken piccata, except it didn't have enough sauce. Like they needed to put more sauce. The salad was really plain. It's just like lettuce and Thousand Island dressing, and I'm like, what? Like the chef couldn't be creative? Like he couldn't put together a nice fresh Caesar salad or something? Like it was so plain. And then the mousse was so simple and basic, and I'm like, couldn't they do like a tiramisu or creme brulee? But my dinner was great, and I would definitely recommend it for dinner events. And although the people there, it's like old couples and families. So if I went there by myself, I don't know. As long as you just don't care, just you go there and eat and be there with your dog and have fun. Um, yeah, so it was really good. Highly recommend it, especially if you're a seafood lover. And next week, I am going to be going to King's Fish House in Mission Valley, which they have the best oysters. So please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And you're going to hear a great review. Thank you for listening to this review, and I'll see you next time.